Hi. So now that we have gone over the project library, we are moving on to correspondence. To start with correspondence, we're going to go to projects and choose the project that you want to see the correspondence for. Scroll down, and here's your correspondence. In the correspondence overview, we have the prerequisites, stats, and status summary. To start, we can start with issues. So, no matter how smoothly a job may be running, when issues come up, proper documentation and correspondence is key to minimizing risks and managing effectively. Some project issues will be minor in nature and resolved quickly, but others may be critical and lead to changes. So, to start before entering in issues, you're going to make sure that you check your project directory. So, to check your project directory, go to your project home. Look under project team, and here's your project directory. You can search here for anybody that you're looking for, and if they are not there, you can add them. Make sure that everybody that you need to draw attention to the correspondence or send it to, etc., is on this project directory. Also, we are going to go in feature settings. And go into correspondence. Here, you can view and change issue status, issue types, journal types, RFI priority, RFI reasoning, RFI types, submittal item status, submittal types, transmitted for, and transmittal sender. You can view and add all of these. You can delete them as well. Please note that if one of these is attached to a project record already, it will not be able to be deleted. So now that we are starting our issues, we're going to go to projects, select the project that you need to submit an issue for, go into correspondence and issues. Here, we're going to go actions, then add manually. The project number is put in for you, the issue date, issue number. You need to put in your subject. You can put in your type, priority, and the due date. Coordinated by, it's automatically going to fill out for you, but you can change this. You can put in your description. Hyperlinks are available and photos are too. You can add references down here. Here, you need to select the companies and contacts involved in an issue. So you are able to select the project directories. This is why it's so important to check your project directory first. You can select here to select all, or you can select individuals. Here, it brings you to the items. The item numbers will be put in for you, and then you need to put in the date and description. Here, you can put in the financial impact and the references. Next, you go add in next. Here, you can drag files, add them, or link existing files. You can even just skip this and finish. Now you have created an issue. This issue is able to be emailed and set up to email as well. Next in correspondence, we have journals. Sage Construction Management can record and track basic project correspondence using this journals feature. Make sure all your companies are referenced in the project directory and check your feature settings before creating a journal. To add a journal, you're going to go to Actions and Add Manually. Here, the project number will be put in for you, the issue date as well. You need to select an issue time, and the journal number is going to be put in for you. The subject is required, and you can put that in. Here, you can add the type, reminder date, and due date. Over here, They will automatically put this in for you, and you are able to change it if you need to. Here you can put in your message, and you can attach hyperlinks and photos as well. And then down here, you can add references. Here you can select the companies that you would like to add to this journal. You can select all or one at a time. Press Add and Next. Here you can drag files, add them, or link existing files over here. You can skip this whole thing and finish. And now you have created a journal. Next in correspondence is RFIs. So firms can use the RFI feature to document questions and responses from the project team members. Please check your project directory and feature settings before creating an RFI. Go to Actions, Add Manually. Here you have the project, issue date, and RFI number will be put in for you. You need to add your subject. Then you can put in your type. And reason and priority. Down here are the companies and contacts involved in the RFI. Here you're going to select the originator company and originator contact. You're going to do the coordinated by, it's typically you, so it's going to automatically fill out to be you, but you are able to change that. And then you can add the main respondent. Then you can add the due date. Additional respondents can be added after the RFI is created. You can put in your request here. Once again, hyperlinks and pictures can be added to this. You can add a suggestion and add references. Here you can check to use the response workflow. You can either do parallel or sequential. Sequential is an email alert that's going to be sent automatically to the next respondent after comments have been entered in the TeamLink portal by the current respondent. This also requires that auto notification respondents needs to be checked down here if you're going to choose sequential. Parallel email responses request will be sent to all respondents at once. So you can choose sequential. This needs to be done. You can determine your impact. If the impact is to be determined still, you can select this here. If you want to schedule impact or financial impact, you can uncheck this box and check this. Then you have access to this box here. And if you check this, you have access to this box here. I'm going to leave it as to be determined. Next, you can add files or link existing files here, or you can skip and finish. And then you've created an RFI. Next on correspondence is submittals. So now that we're on to submittals, we are going to go to actions, and the first one we can add manually. You just need to put in your subject. The type, you need to put in your originator, your contact, then the coordinated by is typically going to be you, but you are able to change that. And then you're going to put in the main respondent and the due date. Once again, you can add additional respondents after the submittal has been created. You're going to put in your overall description. You can use the response workflow. And this is the same as with the RFIs, with parallel and sequential. Here, you can add references. You can also add default due date, manufacturer status, information. Status date, manufacturer, when it's due from the originator. And then here, you need to put the required on-site date. So if this was required on site June 20th, then you need to add the lead time. The lead time is, let's say, 40 days. Then these are all going to be impacted by what you choose here. The design review time, we're going to give them 2 weeks. Same with internal review. And these dates will all change with what you choose here. You can put in your anticipated delivery date, actual delivery date, and estimated. Here you need to put in your description, your quantity, manufacturer, and the manufacturer part number. You can add and go to the next. Here you're going to add your files. You can also link existing files, and then it will create your submittal. All right, and since we did the import submittals through Excel, we're going to go here and we can copy a submittal if it needs to be resubmitted. Select the submittals that need to be resubmitted. You can also search for them if there are lots of them. Click Next. Here, you can change the due date, re-add them. You are able to adjust the originator, coordinator, and main respondents for these as well. And then Finish. This allows you to add another one for resubmission. Lastly, in correspondence, we are going to go over transmittals. Here in transmittals, make sure to check your project directory and feature settings. And now I will show you how to add a transmittal manually. Here is the project number, the issue date, the transmittal number. We need to add the subject, the type, the sender, and the due date. From will be you, or you can change this if it's not from you. 2, you need to add the company and contact. You can put any remarks or comments that you have here. You can use hyperlinks and photos as well. Here you can add references. So next we are going to add the description, the quantity, how many you need returned, and the unit. You can also select approved or control sample. This is because I added these in my feature settings. So this can be selected for approval or control sample, or you can add those as well in your feature settings. Click Add and Next. You can drag files here, add them, link existing files, or skip and finish. And then you have created a transmittal. You're also able to copy transmittals. You can copy multiple of them or just one at a time. Select which one you want to copy. Everything will pop up filled out, and you're able to select if you want the items and the linked files. Then you can select a due date, click Finish, and you have copied the transmittal. That is all of the correspondence. Next, we will be moving on to documentation.